I made a video 5 months ago where I talked about movies that I love that have scenes in them or just something about them that I can't stand. Like, it's something that you see and just want to fast forward through and you wonder why the hell did that even make it into the film. Anyway, I was gonna make a sequel to this video because it has been 5 months since I made the original video, so why not make a sequel to it? But before I do that, and I have a ton of movies that have scenes in them that I just can't stand, I want to make the television show version of that video. The original video is linked in the video description. I'll throw it up on an annotation there or something as well if you missed that video. Anyway, this is real simple. I'm going to talk about 5 shows that I love to watch. One of these is still airing to this day. One technically is, but anyways, 5 shows that I love, but they all have something about them that I can't stand. It either just made me want to stop watching the show, it made me stop watching the show altogether, or it just is something that I go to this day, why is this character, this thing, this anything about this show still in the fucking show? It's so stupid. Anyway, we'll see if you guys can guess along at home what I hate about these specific shows. Hate's too strong a word. Okay. Vehemently despise. How about that? See what you think I vehemently despise about each one of these television shows. The first show up is Breaking Bad. Alright, it's probably obvious because I've mentioned this a number of times before. Skyler. Skyler. Walter White's wife. This fucking character, if there's a weak link on this show, it is Skyler and that character. It is such a well-written show, such a well-cast show. Everything just falls into place. These characters almost become believable to life. It's just portrayed so well. But fucking Skyler is so annoying. Well, maybe she was written to be annoying. I don't care. She was known as annoying from day one on this show. And on top of it just being annoying, they portray her like this big, like sex goddess all the time. Now, no, I'm not saying she's ugly or anything like that. There's a difference between just putting a modest housewife out there, which is what she was, versus, oh look, I have boobies, let me show my cleavage in every fucking scene. It's like, we get it, you have tits. You're really not that good looking. But anyways, that aside, not that, I don't mind staring at cleavage or anything, but they like sexed her up to the point, like, she's like this big sex goddess that people are fawning over, and just, I don't know. It just always rubbed me the wrong way. Her character rubbed me the wrong way. Her singing Happy Birthday, Mr. President, to the president of the company rubbed me the wrong way. And she was just fucking annoying. Annoying! Oh my god! But if there's one thing she proves is that saying that you're only as strong as your weakest link, that saying is just complete bullshit, because that show was so fucking strong and chugged right along despite her weak link ass popping up every week on that show. Next up we have The Simpsons. Yes, one of my all-time favorite television shows. But there is something about this show. A character on this show. Have you figured it out yet? It's fucking Milhouse! That is one of the most absolutely should be disposed of characters on this show and never brought back. I don't get it. I don't get how he even gets screen time beyond the first couple seasons. I mean, did he test well with audiences? The audiences go, oh, this kid's silly, he's funny. I get that Bart needs a sidekick, but this kid is just dumb. It's just not funny. I don't think I've ever genuinely laughed at anything that Milhouse has done. Actually, technically, I laughed at something he was involved with when they're at the beach house and they're playing that board game and Homer gets the card, or no, it's Milhouse gets the card for the nerd, or was it Bart? I forget. And anyways, Homer goes, hey, that looks just like you, Poindexter, because the nerd on the board game card looks just like Milhouse. And then he's like, laugh, and he's like, punches him, and he goes, stick up for yourself, kid. That was funny. But that's about it. That's all I could think of on that show that Milhouse did that was involved in that was remotely entertaining. Even that radioactive boy shit was stupid. He was in that whole fucking episode. My God. Milhouse. Here's hoping you could get the same ed that Maud Flanders got. Too harsh? Fuck no. Anyway. Mystery Science Theater 3000. I love that show. I love what they do on that show and how they dissect and critique shitty movies. Fucking hilarious. You know what I can't stand about that show? Every single time they take a break from the movie and go back on the ship to do some witty repartee between Cambot and all this and that. Oh, fucking hell. On a laugh scale, all those little segments, it's like, I'm not tuning in to see this. On a laugh scale, those segments where they step out of the viewing room and go back into the ship and have some sort of dialogue with everyone on the ship is an absolute zero. An absolute zero on the laugh scale. It is so boring, so frustrating to watch. It's like, what happened to the critiquing? Why did the show stop? Why are they on the set hamming it up with one another? I don't want to see their faces. Get their silhouettes back in chairs, ripping apart some shitty movie from Japan from 1942. Fucking hell. Oh, God. If there's something that I just don't definitely fast forward to, that is it. I don't even care if I haven't seen the episode of Mystery Science. The second I see him walk back in the ship, fast forward. Fast forward every time. Full House. Yes, I used to watch Full House every single week on TGIF. Bite me. Full House. Watch every episode of that show. But there's something that happened near the end of the show. Have you figured out what it is? You probably know what it is. It's when the characters of Nikki and Alex came on the show. The twin sons of Jesse and Rebecca. That's my expression. Every time I catch a rerun, I see them on the screen, I'm just like... It's no humor, it's no emotion, it sucks the emotion out of me. I feel like Shang Tsung does that Mortal Kombat 2 fatality where he picks you up and sucks your soul out. That's what I feel like when Nikki and Alex come on the screen. I just go... I feel like my soul left my body. Now, if you don't understand what they did, you don't understand the show. The show was a hit because it was these three fathers raising these three girls, one of which was played by Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, the twin girls that we know grown up to be. One's like whatever. Anyway, they were like these cute little adorable babies. They would say lines like, "You got it, dude," and like it was like the sensation of the show. It's like you got to tune in to see what these little girls say. I mean, it's only one girl on the screen at a time, but it's like, oh, it's so cute. They say things that grown-up people say. It's so funny, and like that's what really like was the selling point of the show at the time. It might not initially meant to be, but that's what really sold the show. Anyways. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are like, you know, getting in the 8+ range, so they're no longer the adorable kid actors anymore. DJ's in college. Stephanie's 1 year closer to getting on her meth addiction. And the show writers must have been like, oh, fuck. We don't have a cute little toddler on the show anymore. What are we gonna do? Oh, I know. We'll give one of the guys on the show twin boys. And it was so fucking stupid. And on top of that, it reverses the logic of the entire show. The whole premise of the show was three single guys. None of them are married. They have three children of the opposite gender. Three girls. These three adult guys raising these three children girls. Like, that was the unique dichotomy of the show. Now it's like, oh, we're going to just reverse everything. We're going to have a married couple and they're going to have two twin boys. Why didn't they just branch off into a separate show with this? Because it just meshed so poorly with the show. They're so fucking annoying. Everything, like all the reactions were just obvious pre-tapes or post-tapes. like they'd be talking to the boys, and then all of a sudden the camera would be from the perspective where the actors were standing. It's like, oh, it's so obvious they either tape this before or after the other actors are doing their dialogue. It's, ugh! The TV show Roseanne, my personal favorite television show of all time. I like comedies more than drama, or else I would say Breaking Bad would be there. What did I despise about the TV show Roseanne that to this day I will not watch certain episodes because of it? When they won the fucking lottery. When I see episodes of Roseanne like on the Wheat Network, I watch them on reruns all the time. When I turn it on, if I see it's one of those episodes from after they won the lottery, click. It's like instant. Like the go back button has like dents in it from my thumb from slamming the remote so hard. I'm like, it's one of the lottery episodes. That show got so fucking stupid. Granted, it was getting fucking stupid leading up to the lottery season because the whole past 3-4 years, the last 3-4 years of that show became so unwatchable. But when they won the lottery and they start like hobnobbing with high-end society and stuff like that, and specifically Laurie Metcalf and her acting on the show got so fucking horrific. That show was just the epitome of a fucking train wreck that needed to just fall off the cliff completely and just crash and burn in the bottom of the canyon. My God. And then the final episode where everything was all just made up, and then Roseanne's sister ends up being a lesbian the whole time, and Becky and Darlene are with each other's lovers, and fucking hell. I love that show. The first several seasons are so fucking good. That lottery angle, oh my God, it's painful. So, there we have it. 5 shows that I love that have something about them that I just despise. Is there any television shows that you guys watch out there? Because actually a number of you guys mentioned several movies that I want to include in my sequel to. The whole movies that I love that have scenes about them I just can't stand. A bunch of you guys left in the comments about movies, and I'm like, damn, that's a good one. That fucking scene, that movie is so bad, and then it ruins the movie. But anyway, there we go. Do you guys have television shows that you love that have something about them that you can't stand? You might get mentioned here in a sequel here. It might be made 5 years from now, but I'll make the sequel eventually. Anyway, have a fantastic day, a better tomorrow, and New Dog, thank you for not biting my face. Thank you for not squeaking anything in the background. I don't even know where you are. New Dog! New Dog! Go fetch your toy. Anyway, have a great day, a better tomorrow, everyone. And don't forget... Don't forget that New Dog has feelings too, so leave something nice about him in the comments. I'm just kidding, he can't read. Say whatever the fuck you want. Jump off the back of the couch, New Dog! Go! Suicide dive! Leap! There you go. There's your $2 trick of the day. Have a great day, everyone!